The Arizona Cardinals are going to dominate this game, and they better do so. And they better rally around their guy, Kyler Murray. Even without Trey McBride, this game could be played with just Kyler Murray and lawn deck chairs for weapons, and I would still take Kyler Murray to beat the Washington Commanders.
Ooh, that's good, Commanders fans. Doesn't this feel good, man? Doesn't this feel good? This is a weird feeling, man. It's a surreal feeling to see our team put up a 40-burger on the road, taking over Arizona, walking in their trap, taking over their trap. Jayden Daniels, we have a quarterback, man. And it's not crazy to say that he's already in the MVP conversation. Like, I'm not even joking. I know it's early. I get it. Still first place in the NFC East. The Eagles lost today. Cowboys beat the Giants, but the Eagles look down bad at this point. But, man, Kliff was in his bag today. And there was an Arizona radio guy who was talking trash saying that Kyler Murray could go out there with lawn chairs and still beat us and they're going to dominate Kliff Kingsbury. I might put that clip in the beginning. I'm deciding if I am or not, but we'll see. I might put it at the end of the video. But I think each week what I'm going to do is somebody talking trash. It's going to be the equivalent of the meme where it's the Grim Reaper and you see the doors and he's just knocking on each door. He has the slasher, and each week we open up the door and just slash the team. I might do every time we beat somebody. I'm gonna find somebody talking trash. Last week was Cam Taylor-Britt. Now it's this Arizona radio guy. Each week we're just gonna do the same thing. But I love what Kliff did today. Jayden Daniels was awesome from start to finish. The interception, it is what it is on that. He got that out the way. I just wanted him to get out of his system. And somebody brought up in a press conference, they asked Kliff about it, his first interception, would it happen or whatever. I forgot what they said. And Kliff was like, don't do that to him. But he just had to get out of his system. You're not going to go the whole season without throwing an interception. And the thing that I love about Jayden Daniels so much is that nothing phases him. He bounced back so quickly. He had the touchdown run. He had the touchdown pass to Terry. Jeremy McNichols was balling. He had a third and 13 pass for a first down to Noah Brown. He had a beautiful pass on the sideline to Terry McLaurin in the first half. The pass interference that was forced by Noah Brown, that was a great pass. Now, I don't know if he was not interfered with if Noah Brown would have got it, but still, just to get the ball out there to force a pass interference still is a skill, in my opinion. There's people who are skilled and talented, and they force a pass interference. Like Deshaun Jackson back in the day, he would force a pass interference at least like once a game, and we got our team in the red zone. We scored points. Fourth down, once again, we converted on fourth down. We even converted a two-point conversion. When did we do that? We barely do that in the past couple of years. We used to struggle with two-point conversions. But 40 points, like I can go over all the stats. Like we rarely scored 30 points. Tressway only had to go out there one time today, and he looked really good on that punt. Like, that was an impressive punt by Tressway. And guess what? Our defense is making plays. Dorrance Armstrong is showing up and getting 2 sacks. Kliff Kingsbury, he probably told Joe Witt Jr. the textbook write-up, the textbook scouting report on Kyler Murray. We had Kyler Murray out there seeing ghosts. Like Kyler Murray was shook. He didn't know what to do. Dorrance Armstrong was getting sacks. John Allen got a half a sack. Deron Payne got a half a sack. He got a sack. Bobby Wagner getting in the mix. Everybody was getting in the mix. Other than that first drive, I know we gave some big yards to James Conner, but for the most part, they did a really good job on Kyler Murray. Like, the defense really surprised me today. I thought we were going to have to put up, when we did put up 42 points anyway, but I thought it was going to be a shootout. This was a domination. Like, Cardinals fans were literally leaving the stands with like 5 minutes to go. You look in Fox, they were showing the camera. Commanders fans dominated the stadium. We took over the stadium. We really took over the stadium. We took over a couple bars last night from what I saw. Commanders fans took over a couple restaurants and whatnot. They took over the stadium today. I love to see it. Man. Let's go over some numbers here and some notes here real quick, and then I'll go over some stats. I do plan on going live tomorrow just to chop it up with you guys and celebrate the W around like 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. Kickoff return fumble, we did not recover it. Frankie Louis, that was a great forced fumble that he had, and that was a great challenge by Dan Quinn. Heck of a challenge. How many times have I talked about when and when not to throw the challenge flag? Austin Seaburn made all his kicks today. Like, we have a legitimate team, and I think the defense will actually get better. At first, I thought the defense was doomed. Emmanuel Forbes, he didn't do anything terrible today, and I'll take that from Emmanuel Forbes at this point. I'll take that from him. I thought he, at times, he tried his best to tackle. He's trying to mix it up in the run game. Michael Wilson, he stopped him from getting a catch, even though they could have called PI, but they didn't. I don't think it was a catchable ball on that play. But Forbes, I thought he stepped up and made somewhat of a presence out there. He didn't hurt the team, didn't have any pass interferences, he didn't get beat, he didn't get big boy, he didn't get bodied. So Emmanuel Forbes, I thought he did a good job. James Conner, the first drive, that was too easy. I thought Noah I was there. And Noah I made a nice play on a third down. He had a pass breakup. We forced him to punt 2 times in a row, which was just, I was like, what am I watching here? Is this the same defense? I've never seen this before from this defense, really, this whole season through 4 games. I mean, through the first three games, but now we see it. And like I said, this team can be very, very scary. Like, if our defense can be average, like let's say they're a top 15 defense, I'm not saying top 10 or anything like that. Let's say it can be a top 18 defense where we can force at least 1 turnover a game. Let's get a punch the ball out like Frankie Louvu or like Ben St. Juice did against the Giants, or get an interception, a tip pass, something, get a couple sacks. Like, this team can be nasty, can be really, really nasty. James Conner, good drive. I'm just gonna read my notes real quick here, go through some stats, and wrap it up for today. Like I said, I'm gonna go live tomorrow. James Conner, good drive. That was too easy. And then they had the touchdown pass to Marvin Harrison. It was on Noah I. Noah I was there. He basically did a Ben St. Juice where he's just got to turn his head around. I thought it was a good pass by Kyler Murray. I thought it was a good catch by Marvin Harrison. He's a good player. Kliff Kingsbury was in his bag on that drive to respond. B-Rod with the Wildcat run. Jayden Daniels keeping his eyes up and running to throw. Zacchaeus was involved. Zacchaeus had a couple nice runs after the catch. I didn't like the penalty by him. It is what it is. And the bow and arrow by Jeremy McNichols. I thought that was a ridiculous penalty by decision by the refs. It is what it is. We were already up 42-14. So just know we can't do the bow and arrow. I know that was like an old Skins thing where I know a player back in the day, not back then, it was Josh Norman. He did a bow and arrow. He got flagged for it. So that's just something we can't do. I didn't think it was egregious. I didn't think it was crazy. He didn't do a gun or anything like that. He just did a bow and arrow, whatever. Just don't do it next time, Jeremy. Jeremy had 2 touchdowns. Jeremy McNichols through his whole 40 games in his career only had 1 touchdown. Today he had 2 touchdowns. Kliff was in his bag. He was in his bag. He was smiling, like he was looking at the side. He was looking at the Cardinals sideline. He knew. He wanted to get his revenge in this game. He did. He wanted to get his revenge. Kyler Murray yelling in his face on Monday Night Football. He wanted to get his revenge on Kyler for sure. Jayden had a nice pass to his kids. Jayden had a nice pass to Terry on the sideline. I talked about that. I like the touchdown pass to Terry. I brought that up early. Second quarter, he had a run for 6 yards where he almost got sacked, but he broke out of it. On that drive, Jeremy McNichols had a touchdown run. Then defensively, Noah I had the pass breakup. We had a good drive, but Jayden overthrows Terry for an interception. He makes it up. This is the drive where Dorrance Armstrong gets a sack on Kyler Murray. He had 2 sacks in the game. 3 punts so far in the first half. We forced him to punt 3 times, which was just unreal. I did not like the draw play on 2nd and 10. And I think that was the first time we had to punt. We had a 2nd and 10, and it got stopped. We did what's his name? Kliff decided to do a draw play. It got stuffed. Then Jayden threw the ball over Terry's head on 3rd and 15. The offensive line once again did a good job. He had a good amount of time in the pocket. Like, the offensive line has been an unsung hero this year for sure. Cornelius Lucas, Brandon Coleman, Allegretti injured his ankle and left the game. Cosby did a good job. Biotic, Andrew Wiley stepped up. The offensive line has been a really good unit. And Jayden makes them better too. So it's not just the offensive line, but it's a cohesive unit right now. Everybody's playing very well together, and everybody's making each other better at this point. Noah Brown, this is where we get the ball back. He forced the pass interference, and then Jayden Daniels had the design run for a touchdown, which was a beautiful play call by Kliff, and then Jayden's just that guy, so he just made it look very easy. Then defensively, the Cardinals had 2 holding penalties, and Jerron Payne had a sack, and it was like 3rd and 34. It was like insane. Like, it was 3rd and 34, and then it was like they decided to run the ball, and the Cardinals fans started to boo the Cardinals. Like, that's how bad it got. We did have the field goal before halftime. It was a 45-yard kick by Austin Seabird. That's kicks that we've seen in the past miss, even in the dome. And Seabird got it done. That was huge. Seriously, to be up by 10 and then take that momentum. And then I think we went up 24-10 after that. 4th and 1, Jeremy McNichols converts and runs for 15 yards, and we kick the field goal. Jonathan Allen got a sack. We did allow the Cardinals to convert on a 4th and 12. I think they did end up scoring on that drive. And then we get the ball back again. Jayden Daniels makes a nice pass to Terry for a first down. Jayden slides for a first down. And the next play, Kliff calls a reverse. Zacchaeus had a taunting penalty for a first down. I thought that was a really nice play call by Kliff Kingsbury right there. And then Luke McCaffrey, we had a Luke McCaffrey sighting with a catch over the middle We did have a penalty for 12 men on the field. I was not happy about that, but guess what? We scored on the next play, and I think, honestly, it helps us get some more space for our routes, to get some more space and just a little bit more room to run, and we scored a touchdown anyway. So that's like the only penalty that we've had in the red zone other than the Giants game. We've done a great job doing that. The 2-point conversion was beautiful for Zach Ertz, somewhat of a revenge game for him coming back to Arizona. Bet US, 2.5 receptions. Zach Ertz got the over on 2.5 receptions. Terry McLaurin, I think I said that he was going to get, we did not hit on Kyler Murray's pass touchdowns. He only got one, but it's all good. And then Jayden, he ran the ball 8 times, so he went under. So we were 1 for 3 on the picks on Bet US. But I did say, I think I said James Conner over on receiving yards. We actually held Marvin Harrison to 45 yards, which is pretty good. 5 catches for 45 yards. Terry McLaurin has 7 catches for 52 yards. I want to say I had the over on him for 3.5 catches. He ended up with 52 yards and 7 catches for a touchdown. Olamide Zaccheaus had 6 catches for 85 yards. Wow, he stepped up big today. He was huge in the passing game. And Yak, his longest catch was for 27 yards. Noah Brown, 3 catches for 26 yards. Zach Ertz, 3 catches for 22 yards. Let me look at the rest of my notes here. Frankie Lou forced the fumble. Michael Wilson. That was all she wrote. Pass the sticks. We skunked them in Madden, basically. Jayden the pass to Oz for first down. And McNichols gets the touchdown run and the bogus flag after that. So, man, it's just all around. I mean, it was just a great team effort all around. The only thing I didn't like was James Conner getting 104 yards on the ground, but we kept Kyler in check. Like, he only ran for 3 yards. Wow. And he's a running quarterback. All the years we've done terrible against running quarterbacks. Joe Witt Jr., Dan Quinn did a great job today, for sure. Kept Kyler Murray in check, 142 yards. Shout out to Kliff Kingsbury. He probably helped him out with that as well. Team stats, third downs, convert on third downs. We were 9 for 12. I mean, we're just so good on third downs with Jayden. He's just so cool, calm, and collected and poised. Nothing really speeds him up anymore. The Buccaneers game was the only time where he was really sped up for the most part, and a little bit of the Giants game. But other than that, he's been just lights out so far. And like I said, he legit, like, he should be at least top 10 in the MVP conversation, or really top 5 in the MVP conversation at this point. He's going to get Offensive Rookie of the Week again. I don't think anybody else really is competing with him for that. As far as, like, Player of the Week, NFC Player of the Week, he may not get that. He did get 2 touchdowns, though. 1 touchdown, 1 pick, and then a running touchdown, 26 for 30, 233 yards. Just an incredible day again for him. And third down defense, guess what? 4 for 11. Guess what? 4th down defense showed up today. And they were 2 for 3 on 4 downs. Time of possession, we carried that. Turnovers, only 1 turnover. Jayden just doesn't turn the ball over except for that 1 play. 33 minutes to their 26 minutes. And I'll go over the historical aspect. Jayden Daniels is the 4th quarterback in Super Bowl era with 4 rushing touchdowns in his first 4 career games. He joins RG3, Cam Newton, and Anthony Richardson. What other stuff is there? He had a 90.6 adjusted completion percentage, 5 total touchdowns this year, and 574 total yards as well, which is just insane for a rookie quarterback through 4 games. Jayden Daniels is 82.1% through his first 4 games, the highest completion rate through the first 4 games in NFL history, which is just insane. What else? Terry McLaurin, his first time to score back-to-back touchdowns in games since 2020. Washington, most offensive points scored in a single game since 2000. 52 versus San Fran in 2005. 42 versus Green Bay in 2016. 42 versus Arizona today. We did put up 41 points on Thanksgiving in Dallas. 41-16, where we skunked Andy Dalton and the Cowboys on Thanksgiving. And, 42 points are the most points scored by Washington since Week 11 of 2016. Yeah, that was against the Cowboys in 2016 on Thanksgiving. So, no, was that 2016? No, that was like 2020. I'm sorry. That was 2020. Yeah, so there were some other things that we definitely had like 41, but 42 is more than 41. But wow, I mean, goodness gracious. Wow. I mean, that was a heck of a win, man. Washington scored 30-plus points in consecutive games for the first time since Week 10 and Week 11 of 2017. So enough stats, guys. We came in, we took care of business. They were who we thought they were, and we didn't let them off the hook. And I did pick us to win, guys, because I know everybody was going to say, oh, you're going to pick us to lose. I did pick us to win. And we're not going to celebrate too much. This was a short week, too, when we stayed in Arizona. What a smart move by Kliff. I mean, what a smart move by Dan Quinn to stay in Arizona. And imagine when we get Austin Eckler back. I mean, my gosh, wow. Jeremy Nichols stepping up like that. Imagine when we get Austin Eckler back. We didn't miss a beat without Eckler. That's my guy, though. But still, like, when we get him back, that's even more weapons. So this team is dangerous, man. We're just scratching the surface. We really are. That's the scary part about it, man. When Jeremy Fowler said that GMs are scared to death of what Jayden Daniels can be, like, we see why they really are scared to death. We really see why. And we see why he got the number 5 and why Tressway, my guy's chilling on the sideline now. When everybody's like, oh, he shouldn't get the number 5. He deserved the number 5, and he's showing why he got that number 5. My guy Tressway. Shout out to Tressway, man. He came in and he bombed that punt. That was a heck of a punt by Tressway. It really was. But all right, you guys let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I do plan on going live around 12. Should be a lot of fun. I'm going to be on Rio's show Tuesday, so it's going to be a celebration again. But a small celebration for the win of being 3-1 on top of the NFC East. We got a lot of unfinished business to take care of, and we got the Browns at home. We got to be loud at home for sure. It's going to be a lot of fun in Cleveland. In Landover, Maryland against the Browns. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be lit. I can't wait. I really wish I was going because it's going to be lit. It's going to be crazy. I already know. It's going to be crazy at Northwest Stadium where we probably will have a hometown advantage. It's going to be lit. So, all right, you guys, let's celebrate the victory. But once again, don't celebrate too much. We got to get ready for the Browns next week. But always, Hell's Commanders and left hand up, as always. Hell's Commanders, peace.